Hey guys, PFL Swift here, and I am going to be bringing you the Donald versus David battle in PFL, and it's basically week one, and this is what we picked out to be the most interesting match of the week because two very good battlers, two very different style teams. One is quite rain offense, and looks like it could be a fun team to break through. Versus Donald's team, which is a little bulkier, a little more diverse with its options. So let's get into it. Donald has brought the Zero Aura, Kyurem, Blastoise, Amoonguss, Mew, and Moltres. Dave has brought the Swampert, Tapu Koko, Kingdra, Scizor, Odno, and Politoed. Right off the bat, I could see that David is hoping to use Wish Pass to keep his offense going. He'll probably try and preserve the Politoed as best he can, where Donald kind of has Kyurem, Mew, Amoonguss, and Moltres to probably recover. Moltres is most likely there for the Scizor. Mew is probably just bulky and annoying in general. Kyurem would definitely have Freeze Dry for the quad weakness with Swampert and Kingdra, and Politoed. Zero Aura probably was brought to break through. It'll have Grass Knot. It could have Plasma Fists. Could be specially attacking. And let's see what else. Blastoise. I said when I was prepping with Dave that he's probably going to bring Rain Dish Blastoise. Very bulky in hopes to stall out Rain to take that advantage away from him. I can see a lot of momentum, a lot of switching. Hazards will be important, and it'll basically be who can break through the best. I don't see a lot for Odno here. I don't see a lot for the Kingdra, other than Blastoise being extremely bulky. So let's get right into the battle. So Coco leads against Amoonguss, and that's obviously tuned to U-turn out. Straight into the Odno, which is there to take hits. A knockoff, which loses its helmet. Electric Terrain's big because he can't Spore while Terrain is up, and even if he gets the Spore off, and David puts the Electric Terrain up the top of Coco again, he can wake whatever it is that's asleep. All of his mons are grounded, so that's not a problem. And judging by the U-turn, you can see that Scizzor's banded. Hidden Power Fire, obviously, for the Scizor. U-turn on the Mew. So the first few turns are quite interesting. As you see, a lot, like I said, there'll be a lot of switching, a lot of moving around, hoping to get the upper hand. Substitute Kyurem with pressure. That's going to be a big one because of it takes 2 turns off every time. It takes 2 turn PP off each attack rather than 1. And there's the Spore on the Scizor as it gets its health back. Straight out again. Blastoise, it's a double into Amoonguss, Yawn, And there's the heel bell, which then wakes up Scissor. Thunder Wave. So we see Mew's attacks are so far. Well, it's only showing Thunder Wave and Roost. Knock off Wish, Yawn, and Heel Bell. Now that's a big turn, because with Moltres losing his heavy duty boots, it means Dave just needs to get rocks up. Full power is unfortunate a couple of times there. Burn. A burn with a flamethrower, that's big too. Well, this was not really because of the flip turn on the Blastoise, which looks very bulky. Obviously there, like I said, to stall out the rain if it can. It doesn't want to take an electric type attack from Tapu Koko. Back to Mew, more momentum. We're 25 turns in here, and I don't think anything is below 50%. 88, 73, 72. Wow. We're in for a long one. And, well, flip turn on Blastoise, more momentum. And the Heal Bell finally for the Odd No, cures up a whole lot of statuses. It's nasty and annoying to deal with. Okay, so out comes the Aura Rising Voltage. It's a new move which takes advantage of electric terrain. I believe it makes it 140. Absolutely insane, because I believe Tapu Koko was there to wall the Zeraora physically, but there's not much you can do with Rising Voltage. Dave doubles out to check for the Grass Knot. It's a good play. And double the Grass Knot. Now this is David's chance to start doing some damage with Mega Swampert. In hindsight, he probably, well, getting the damage on Mingus is good. He two shots it there. He probably could have got rocks up the first time, but getting rid of Mingus is huge. So there's the first. Wow. The first KO took 36 turns. I know me trying to have my battles done in 30 turns, but I guess that's probably where battles work the best for me. And there's Yawn on Mew. The Heal Bell. Now that this thing's special, I dare say, realistically, he could have walled it with, I don't know. There's a voltage again. That allows Swampert to come in. It's a good move with the Encore, but it puts Politoed below 30% or below 40%. Here, he could have superpowered, but the odds are it wouldn't knock out a bulky Kyurem. And Scissor is really getting chipped down here. It's not ideal. Gets the Wish protect or the Wish pass off. U-turn. Okay, Kingdra. And that reveals that this thing is definitely a Salt Vest. Super bulky. Wow. So what's that? We've got a bulky offensive Kyurem, a really bulky Blastoise, bulky Moltres, and a bulky Mew. Wow. And a bulky Mingus. Flippin' hell. I suppose in your Demon Hyper offense, that is probably the best thing you can do. And wow. Out comes the. Now we've learned that no can't actually touch the Kyurem. Flip turn on the Mew, turn 57, And Grassy Glide really does the damage to Mega Swampert. On T-Wave, probably Heal Bell. Oh, hang on, there goes. Okay, that was why rocks were so important. And just like that, Moltres, which was almost full health, is gone. Hidden Power Fire to hit the Scissor. We now have Kingdra, Swampert, Politoed, Mega Swampert, kills the Blastoise. This is actually very, I know it's a long game, but it's very, what's the word? Tactical. Because there's both sides are trying to figure out what wins them the game, what they need to have in on what to do the damage. And I think at this point, although David has more Pokemon, the Kyurem is in a massively good place because he's behind a substitute and the Udno is running out of moves to hit it with. It's got to the point where something's going to get sacked to break that sub. Probably either Swampert or Kingdra, because nothing else. Like Politoed is too weak. It'll go down to the freeze dry. So we've basically got a sub. We've basically got a sub freeze dry wish pass off right now. That's what it is. So, okay, here comes. So this I think this is the point where I was realised something has to get sacked to stand a chance. Goes out into Calamity. I don't know if that was worth sacking there or not. Who knows? It's just going to stall more rain turns. As you do. Unless he switches out with one turn of rain left here. I don't think he will. Wish pass. Interesting note. No, he still has 23 free strides left. So it wasn't. I suppose. This is why pressure is so good. You can basically completely stall an opposing Pokemon out of attacks if you're in a position where they can't bring something in or it drops. As you can see now, I feel like he would have been in a better place if he had done this maybe 10-15 turns ago, but that's what happens. He switches the Kingdra, essentially giving him a Zeraora, and now it's Mew can basically finish off the game. There you go, Thunder Waves. Turn 94. Full para. Wow, okay. It's a lot of sleep turns. Grassy Glide. Doesn't do a whole lot. I feel that Expert Belt probably wasn't the best for this battle, but you don't really know these things until you see the lineup. Did we reveal all the moves? We've got Dragon Pulse, Surf. Oh yeah, it would have helped for if he kept the cure. I mean, probably would have helped. But I think it's over at this point anyway. Another full para. That's what it is. Yawn. And that should be GG. Turn 106. Full para. Grassy glide. Full para. Another one. That was fun. So yeah, as you can see, it was a very close match. Came down to a couple of decisions, I think. Don't really think the Paras mattered in the end. It was already over. As with Kings are being paralysed, Kieran was going to outspeed it regardless. I think Donald played fantastically. Sacked the right things at the right time. Managed his team very well. David almost had it with a couple of 50-50 choices. Burns didn't help, but thankfully he had Healwell. I think you did get to see how powerful Swampert can be in the rain as well, which is another one of those Pokemon that don't really tend to get as much attention as it should do. We've seen an interesting Tapu Koko set, which was Nature's Madness, U-Turn, which will help break down the Pokemons. You've seen Assault Vest, I think probably max defense Blastoise, which is incredible for stalling out rain turns as he gets the rain back itself. The fact that Donald doesn't have electric terrain but brings rising voltage with Grass Knot shows that he was really paying attention to how to, like, not just get the most out of his Pokemon, but how they do best against the opponent's team. As I dare say, there's probably no other matchup in the rest of the season that he would bring rising voltage. That was a clever bring. The Moltres, which you bring it against a team with Politoed, Kingdra, Swampert, and Tapu Koko. You know it's only here for one reason, and that's to stop the Scissor, which did pose a big threat to this team. The bulky Kyurem with pressure was fantastic for whittling away at David's PP. New set was interesting. Grassy Glide. Doesn't like a Seed Bomb or anything. Don't know about that one. Obviously it hits Swampert for a 2-hit KO. That was wild, you know. Something that's quad resistant, quad weak to grass, and it takes 2 Grassy Glides. Well, it could take 2 Grassy Glides to go down. Yeah. So that's the end of the battle of week 1 between David and Donald. I wonder if he still keeps the Golden State Wartortles name. Let's see. Well, it's messed up there. So yeah, it's the... Oh yeah, yes, it's the Golden State Wartortles versus the Las Vegas Corviknights. Fantastic game, and honestly, that's why it was game of the week. It was tactical, it was well played, it was well thought out, well over 100 turns. You know, sometimes you see teams just get blown away, other times you see long battles like this, and it's why I think, honestly, PFL is one of the best leagues you can join. When it gets to the higher tiers, there's this many, you know, momentum, doubles, predictions. The counter teaming is definitely up there with the higher tier of battling. We also have a minors league as well, That'll be on Scott's channel. I'll put Scott's channel in the description, so you can check that out. He'll have his own battles of PFL, and he will have the Miners Battle of the Week this week. I'll be covering it next week, and I will try and upload the rest of the battles once they're up. It'll probably do them more of a one after the other. And yeah, subscribe if you want to see more of the battles, and if you want to see my team building prep, which I will be putting up for week 2 once the battle happens. Obviously I don't want to share my prep beforehand. And have a nice day, and until next time, stay creative.